meeting and the election meeting. And with that, I'm going to get a different perspective.
Before they leave, we have a recognition of outstanding services to unite Laguna Woods future board directors to the outgoing members. Alison, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. You may leave.
We get sick on.
No. Oh,
Do I get sick?
no, we just go on. And we have no comments. So. Good morning. This meeting is supposed to be run by our existing first vice president, Sue Kwam, but she is not here in person because she is sick this morning. I was notified half an hour ago. Well, now this is the time to introduce continuing directors. Tom Tuning, can you raise or stand? And Vida Kale. Term expires, both of them, term expiring 2025. And Ellen Leonard term expires 2025. And Sue Kwam, expiring 2026. And Mickey Choi Ho, 2026 expiring. Georgiana Wells, term expiring 2026. Okay. Now, I like to introduce newly elected directors for a 3-year term. I believe that they are coming in here.
Yes, I would like to say also Nancy Carlson.
Oh, I'm
Continuing
sorry,
on the
Nancy.
board.
Oh.
No worries, her term expired
Oh,
in
yeah,
twenty
the
twenty-six.
Nancy Carson expiring 2026. I don't know why I didn't see you. Sorry. Okay, newly elected directors for a 3-year term. Are they coming in? Sit now. Okay. Maggie Blackwell term expires in 2027, and Marie Collins term expires in 2027 again, and Jeannie Costello expiring 2027, and Charles Prater's expiring 2027.
This is.
No, next week. Yeah, you can sit anytime, and later on, after the election of the officers, we'll change it, so you can sit here. This is fun part. Welcome on board. Now, this is the time of member comment. Member comment, and maybe expired term members also could comment at that time, right? At this time, members may address the board of directors regarding items within the jurisdiction of this board of directors, which means United Mutual members only. There is a maximum time limit of 3 minutes per speaker, and a speaker may only address the board once during this period. The board reserves the right to limit the total amount of time allotted for member comments. Is there any member comment?
Yes, first speaker is Pearl Lee.
Okay. Yes, we can come.
Well, first of all, I was going to say goodbye to everybody, all the directors and all the residents. And it has been my privilege and pleasure to serve this community. For the new directors, welcome to the board. And I really appreciate your commitment to serve. And if I would like to offer one short tip that helped me throughout my term. Say yes to service, no to politics. Say yes to open meeting, say no to closed meeting. Politics and closed meetings usually create bad influence through unscrupulous activities. The reason I'm saying is it is happening here in the board. It is happening here right now, right here. You have to please guard and hold your highest ethical standards for yourself, and that's what we owe to the residents. And the politics usually brings corruption. It brings the division of the board, and it destroys our team spirit. So please guard, and at the same time, please guard your vote. Your vote cannot be compromised, cannot be negotiated, cannot be even predetermined by this bad influence. So be alert and just work hard and give us a service. And we appreciate your service. Thank you very much. Bye.
Any other comment, member comment?
Next speaker is John Beckett.
Okay, Mr. John Beckett.
Welcome to the new directors. Sorry to say, you really have stepped into a hornet's nest. We've got a really big deficit right now. I think it's about $7.5 million. We've taken a few steps to reducing that deficit, but I think there's a lot more to be done, and I'm looking forward to all of you pitching in and getting us a balanced budget. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any other member comment? No? Is there any response to the members? Any, yes, Mr. Tom Tuning?
Yep, John, as I mentioned, it's not a deficit, it's a cash flow problem.
Apologies. We're dealing with some technical difficulties, but we should be up and running in just a moment.
My Godfrey, and I'm 939A. I just want to comment on the shock I got when we had such a large increase in our a monthly fee, association fee. And I'm not alone. So I've been here 20 years now, and I've seen a small increase each year. One year we had nothing, but not more than $20 or $30. So being one of the long members here on a fixed budget, you look at it and you say, oh my gosh, I intend to spend the rest of my life here because it's a wonderful place to be. It's a wonderful place to live, and it's had a lot. And I appreciate the board members very much because you're volunteering your time. And that's not something I've been willing to do because it can be a hornet's nest for you. And you work, I know you work hard. You really care about the community because you're residents yourself. But I just wanted to say, I hope the fees don't go up like that because maintaining that many residents, me, one of them, wouldn't be able to maintain that if that goes up $90 a month each year. So I'm just concerned. I understand that you have to work with a budget and you have to make allowances and you have to make changes. And I've not been here to participate, so I have to appreciate that. But if there's anything to be done so that won't happen again, it would be wonderful.
Thank you for your comment. Any more member comment? Otherwise, I like to entertain the motion of adjournment for the first part, and then we'll continue onto the organization meeting. Yes.
I move to adjourn this section of the meeting. Thank you.
Any second? Objections? No. Then meeting adjourned. We will have a 10 minutes break and come back. And the second part of organization meeting, we are going to have an officer election. Thank you.
If you can give me 5 minutes to start the next meeting.
5 minutes?
minutes, yes.
Okay, 5 minutes break.
Good job.
Yeah. Okay, it's been all fixed, so let's start our meeting back. I like to call the United 49th Organizational Meeting of the Board of Directors of United Laguna Woods Mutual, a California nonprofit mutual benefit corporation. You could join by Zoom, which is written on the agenda also. Quorum is present and call to the order the meeting. Could I have a motion to approve the agenda? Move second. Okay, any objections? Hearing none, so approved. And also, I'd like to entertain the motion of approval of last year's minute, 48th organization meeting. Any motion? Yes. Second? Okay. Alan, and any objections, addition, correction, and subtraction? Hearing none, so approved. Now, election of officers by opening of nomination, closing of nomination, and vote. We will be nominating and voting on each board position one at a time. The procedure will be a main motion to open the nomination and voting process. Any board member may make a nomination of another board member, or the board member may nominate themselves. A second is not required to a nomination. Each candidate must either accept or decline the nomination. When there are no more nominations for the position, then nomination will be closed. After the close of the nominations for each position, a secret ballot vote is conducted. The candidate with the highest number of votes is elected. A majority is not required. The results are announced by the corporation secretary, and the newly elected officer will take the appropriate chair. This will create multiple moves by directors, since at a minimum, we will have a new president, first vice president, second vice president, and secretary and treasurer. After the new president is elected, the new president will preside over the remainder of this board meeting. After the nomination process is completed, a motion to close nomination is required. Now, may I have a motion to open nominations and vote? Yes, move second. Any objections? Hearing no objections, the motion passes. When the nomination begins, please raise your hand and be recognized.
Madam Chair, can we take a short recess? We're still
Oh.
having a lot of technical issues going on right
Okay.
now.
We'll take a
Another
recess.
5 minutes. Sue, you were nominated. Do you accept the nomination?
What was I nominated for?
For first vice president.
Uh, yes,
Okay, is there any other nomination? Okay, hearing none, nomination for first vice president are now closed and we will go to the vote. Sue Kwam and Jean Costello. We will have a secret vote again.
Oh,
Okay, with the final vote count of 6-5, Jeannie Costello is the new first vice president.
Congratulations. Now, we will now open the floor for nomination of second vice president. Is there any nomination?
I nominate Marie Collins.
Marie Collins. Is there any other nomination? Yes, Nancy?
I nominate. Hold on.
Sorry, Marie has to accept the
Yeah, do
nomination.
you accept, Marie? Okay, thank you. And again, Nancy, whom do you
Oh,
nominate?
Georgiana Willis.
Georgiana Willis. Are you accepting the nomination? Okay. Any other nominations? Hearing none, nominations for second vice president is now closed. And we will go to vote again. We have a lot of voting this morning.
repeat the names.
Okay. Marie Collins and Georgiana Willis.
Okay, with a final count of 6 to 4 to 1, with one abstention, Marie Collins is your next second vice president.
Thank you. Maria? You are elected. Congratulations. We will now open the floor for nomination of board secretary. Do we have any nomination? Yes, Tom?
I nominate Sue Quam.
Sue, can you accept the nomination? Sue, can you hear me? Are you accepting the nomination as the board secretary?
Yes, I accept.
Thank you. Is any other nomination? Yes,
I
Ellen?
would like to nominate Maggie Blackwell.
Maggie, are you accepting the nomination?
Yes.
Okay, Maggie Blackwell and Sue Kwam. Any other nomination? Hearing none, then we will have again the secret vote.
Maggie, Sue Quantum. Okay, with the final count of 65, Sue Kwam is your new secretary.
Okay, Sue got 6 votes and Maggie got 5 votes. So Sue Kwam is the secretary. Thank you. Now we will now open the floor for nomination of the treasurer. Is there a nomination? Tom,
I nominate Nancy Carlson.
Nancy Carson, Nancy, do you accept the nomination?
Do not.
She declined. Is there any other nomination? Yes, Marie?
I nominate Charlie Prater.
Charlie Prater, do you accept the nomination?
This is for treasurer.
Yes.
Is that a yes? It's a given, yes.
Okay.
I will accept. No.
Okay, Charlie accept the nomination. Is there any other nomination? Hearing none, Charlie Prater is elected as a treasurer. Thank you. May I have a motion to close nominations? Second, yes. Any objections? Hearing no objections, the motion passes. Now, I like to entertain the motion of announcement of ex officio officers. Can secretary, corporate secretary announce ex officio?
What is that?
Ex officio. That means the staff, beside the officers are our main officers on the board, but ex officio means that's among the staff people, and they will be the vice president, vice treasurer, yeah. So, okay, can you announce the name of it?
Yes, Paul will be reading the resolution.
Okay,
So for number 5, announcement of ex officio officers, Siobhan Foster. We have, sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Resolution 01-24-XX, appointment officers, resolved on October. Sorry, this is. I'm sorry. Resolved on October 8th, 2024 pursuant to United Laguna Woods Mutual Bylaws, Article 9, which sets guidelines, terms, and responsibilities for election of officers. To this corporation, the following persons are hereby elected to the office indicated next to their names to serve. Mickey Choi Ho, President. Sorry, give me a second. Jeannie Costello, First Vice President. Marie Collins, Second Vice President. Sue Kwam, Secretary. Charles Prater, Treasurer. Resolved further that the following staff person is hereby appointed as an ex officio officer of this corporation. Siobhan Foster, Vice President ex officio. Carlos Rojas, Assistant Secretary of ex officio. Steve Hormuth, Assistant Treasurer ex officio. Resolved further that the resolution 01-23-55 adopted October 10th, 2023 is hereby superseded and canceled. And resolved further that the officers and agents of this corporation are directed on behalf of the corporation to carry out this resolution.
is there any motion to approve the resolution? Okay, Maggie, second? Okay, Tom? Any objections to approve the resolution? Hearing none, so approved. Thank you very much. I think we are done with the business, but I'd like to make a comment as a new president. And again, I feel so honored and humbled. I thank you for electing me as the president of the United Mutual Board for the year 2024, 2025. But at the same time, I feel such a heavy burden of the responsibility for doing the job right in a way that bring the peace, unity, and productivity to the board as a team and work for the corporation and for the residents. My strength is not talk too much, but listen, gather information and opinions and data as a scientist background objectively, put the work in action and accomplish the results. As a teacher, pastor, and counselor, I serve people, not myself. As a chief administrator, president, and financial advisor, I know how to execute day-to-day operation to achieve the long-term goal at the same time. I have vision and goal set and do everyday business accordingly. And of course, I cannot do the work all by myself. And I need every one of you to work together as a team. With those who vote for me, with those who vote not for me, I will work together as a team. My preferred leadership style is collaboration and delegation. So each one of you must bring 100% of yourself, full participation and contribution of your gift, talent, and skills. We have only 11 members, but I learned as a one-year treasurer last year, we have much, much, much more work to do. So you cannot cope out, I hope. And I am grateful for my predecessor, outgoing chair, Allison, for her dedication and hard work in bringing the peace and harmony and unity to the board. And you set the high bar, and I try my best to take after you. And her guidance as a finance committee member, along with Mr. Tom Tuning, that was the only reason that I could do as a treasurer, successful treasurer for the last year. And I am thankful for that. And also, of course, our fellow board members, we worked very well as a team. I am thankful. Well, continuing members, we will continue to work together. And new members, welcome. You have a way to go. I am really excited to work with you again as a team. Jeannie and Marie and Charlie, and again, continuing Maggie together, new board members and existing members, of course. Of course, I like to thank many thanks to the staff members of the BMS for all their hard work and faithful work for providing all the resources and help to make our board works. That is fulfilling our most important fiduciary duties possible. Thank you very much. We don't have any member comment time, but is there any comment as a board members? No comment? Then the meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much for attending.